It's day number 122 of my backpacking adventure, traveling all the way back to England without flying. And this is my second full day in Kuala Lumpur. Yesterday I had a lovely little trip around the river and its surrounding areas, but today I'm doing iconic things within Kuala Lumpur. Now I'm just going to have a walk around to all the various places, and I'm starting with this place, which is St. John's Cathedral. In fact, I'm going to have a walk around to the front. So this place was established as a church in 1883 and then elevated to become a cathedral in 1962. Unfortunately, the gates are closed, we can't get in. Beautiful. Oh. Didn't really take much notice of this little statue, but if you look down, it's a dragon. So I'm guessing St. George and the Dragon? Who knows? So that's a quick look at the cathedral. Gonna head over to the Twin Towers now. It's about a 15-minute walk and it's quite easy to get there. And I am starting my day a bit later than usual. It's now coming up to 3:30 in the afternoon. And last night in the hostel that I'm staying at, the Mingle at High Street, they had a pub crawl organised for everybody in the hostel if they wanted to go, and I went, and it was quite late by the time I finished, and it's the first time I've had a night like that in the 122 days of travelling so far. It was good to let my hair down, chat to so many Europeans, Americans, Canadians, but I felt a bit rough this morning, and because I am leaving tomorrow, it was a case of I had to come out and do some filming. One day I will learn my lesson, eventually. And as you look around all the buildings in the skyline, you can just make out Petronas Towers. Oh, people getting agitated in cars, horns going. Oh, look at that. Wow. There's a sign that says St. John's International Primary School. I don't know if you can see it up there. That can't be a primary school. Wow. Oh, there's another sign. Yeah, that's an advert. Wow, look at this stained glass windows. Well, yeah, St. John's Institution, founded in 1904. That's the biggest primary school I've ever seen. Wow. In front of me is the Menara Kuala Lumpur, which is a communication tower standing at 421 meters tall, and it's one of the tallest towers in the world. And at the top is a viewing platform that you can get on and have a look around the city. and I know that with my budget, especially after what I spent last night, it won't be done today. Oh, cars everywhere. But I've just seen this in the background. I've just seen the sign that says it's a convent. There's a lot of schools around here. These are classy buildings for education. Wow. And the place that I'm staying in, the Mingle at High Street, is an absolutely divine place. I'm staying in a 4-man dormitory. There's only 2 of us in there, an Egyptian guy. But it's just been nice to go somewhere after staying in hotels in the various towns and cities I've been in, Malaysia, because the place I've been to have had no hostels at all. But it's been nice just to chat, catch up with people, find out where they're going, their dreams. Oh, it's been amazing. And yeah, the icing on the cake was last night, and lots of photographs were taken, none of which I'll be sharing with you on YouTube, but maybe Instagram if you want to check it out. The link is in my profile. But I've just found the tower, got a better spot to see it. Wow. I've got a sore neck just looking at the top there. I wonder where the entrance is. Gates. Now I'm going to have a wander up to the Twin Towers. Now you can see up there, there's dark clouds. Yesterday's video was a bit of a short one, mainly because of the fact the rain started and I don't like the rain. As I said, my skin is waterproof, but my clothes aren't. But it's a nice area. And I'm here at Petronas, the Twin Towers, the most iconic building in Malaysia. Now there is a better viewing point around the corner. So this was the tallest building between 1998 when it was built and 2004, and it still holds a record as being the tallest, world's tallest Twin Towers. And hopefully I'll get around the corner and see the 2 towers together. Now all around is apartment blocks, shopping centres, shopping malls, all modern. Oh wow. And you can see that it's a popular tourist place because of all the travel buses. So there'll be queues of people taking all their Instagram photographs. Wow! And here it is from the front. I mean, it's that big, I can't get it all in frame. So I've come back a bit further so I can get more of a decent view. And this is a nice little park with the fountain going. So, the Twin Towers. It's 452 meters high with 88 floors going all the way to the top. And the sky bridge you can see there, get a bit closer, is a viewing point where you can actually see a lot of the city around. Now the tickets to go up there for non-Malaysian people is 120 ringgit. Ouch, that's a little bit expensive. But the Sky Bridge is actually on the 41st and the 42nd floor, and I will admit I had come to Kuala Lumpur about 8 years ago and I've done it already, so I'm not missing out on much. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful place, and you can see everybody doing their Instagram pictures, of which I will be joining them in a minute. But yeah, one of the most famous towers in the world. Right, I'm going to do some Instagram pictures. So what took over from this place as the tallest building in the world in 2004? It was Taipei 101 in Taiwan. And I still can't get over how tall it is. I mean, if you're working on the top floor, you must have an awesome view for work. And the gardens around here are so looked after, really nice. But time to go. Next place. So this place on a night time is amazing. It lights up like a Christmas tree. But everywhere you look, you're getting people just trying to get a good place to get the towers in the photograph. Instagram. So across the road from the towers, I'm heading towards the river, and this takes you to a bridge. And this is the Saloma Bridge. But this bridge links the ultra modern side of Kuala Lumpur with Kampung Baru, one of Kuala Lumpur's oldest neighbourhoods. So this was built in 2020. Oh, there's a graveyard. Nice little view as you walk past. And people come on here on a night time, but there's the bridge there, because it is covered in LED lights, and on a night time it lights up. But it gives you a nice view of the skyline of modern Malaysia, and then the neighbourhood over there. And there's the river, just see it. So this unique design is inspired by the traditional Malay Siri Junjong, which is basically beetle leaf arrangement. Try and get a bit closer. Reminds me of a snake. So I'm going to have a walk across and have a look at the neighbourhood on the other side before we move on to the next place. Now already I can feel it. The sun is coming down. And it's getting a little bit too late. I am going to try and see a bit more stuff. But I am tempted, so tempted just to stay one more night, mainly because the hostel's cheap food is about, and the fact that I could have a decent night's sleep, and there is still so much to see in Kuala Lumpur that I do want to go and look at. But I've just noticed the LED lights, they're all starting to come on, and they're all different colours, changing. I don't know if you can see it or not. goes all the way along. We've got red ones at the end. It's pretty funky. She's still jumping. Oh, bless her. You got a lovely view of the river. So this is the end of Saloma Bridge. And as I said, this is one of the oldest neighbourhoods in Kuala Lumpur. Some good views around here. But right when they say old meets new, oh, that's a good picture. I'm just walking away from the tower, heading towards back to the hostel, but going via somewhere else. But all the way around here, this is the KLCC area, and these are office blocks and apartments. And I was keen to find out how much an apartment around here would cost, and using some free Wi-Fi, I found out that it cost anything from 5,000 to 12,000 ringgit a month to stay in an exclusive area with the Twin Towers. That's a bit out of my price range. So I'm on the way back, and just because it's on the way, I thought I'd ask you to find out how to get to the bottom of that thing. Also keen to find out how much it is to get to the top. See if it's cheaper than the Twin Towers. And this is up at a bit of a hill, so if you can find me out of breath, that's why. Wow. And I've thought about it, and I am going to stay for an extra night. I've got things to do tomorrow in the way of hidden gems of Kuala Lumpur that not many tourists know about, that I've seen on various websites. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, this hill's quiet. Exercise is good for you. And I know in the last video I did say that I'm not a big fan of big cities, and I thought that Kuala Lumpur was a bit dirty. Maybe I talked too soon, it's starting to grow on me, but it will just be the one extra day. Kuala Lumpur Tower. I mean, when you look at it like that, you think it's just a lighthouse. Do people actually work up there? Wow. And then all around is hotels, banks, and that big boy in the corner that I keep seeing all the time. I have no idea what it is. It's got a funky shape. What? This'll be good preparation for tomorrow morning when I go for a run at 7 o'clock, maybe a bit early before the traffic goes a bit crazy. I need to get my exercise in. My triple chins are starting to show a bit too much. Oh, and I'm still climbing up a hill. Sweat is coming off me, but it could be alcohol just seeping out my system. Wow. Wow. Oh god, I've got a sore neck from that. I think I'm nearly there. Yes, there's some stairs right there, but I'm just looking at this mural. Get closer. Malaysian culture. I do like that. Right, this is the entrance. KL Tower International Run. Towerthon Challenge. 1608 steps. Wow. I could win 80,000 ringgit. December 8th. Damn, I'm not going to be here. Easily with that. So, tickets. How much? So for the sky deck, 110 ringgit for foreigners. Observation deck, 60. You can do a tower walk for 40. Wow. Wow. Guess I'm not doing that either. But this is the perfect place to take a photograph. At the very end. Nice view. I guess everybody just comes to see this thing here. And I keep getting a sore neck every time I look up. So I've just found out what that building is. It is the Merdeka 118. It is the second tallest building in the world. And it was inspired by Malaysia's first Prime Minister, who gave the iconic gesture of raising his hand to shout Merdeka, which is Malaysian for independence. Wow. But this is what we're here to see, even though I'm not looking up anymore because I keep getting sore neck. And just down from the KL Tower is this thing here, and this is the World Peace Gong. It's a symbol of global harmony and unity. You've got, we are one family on planet Earth around the centre. So this monument features the flags of 195 countries and religious symbols representing different faiths. So this gong originated in Indonesia and has been installed in several locations worldwide to promote peace and understanding. What's on the other side? Nothing. Oh. Obviously you've got to find the UK flag. Oh. Nearly at the top. Nearly at the top. Wow. And can you see your own country's flag? And I've just found this place here, and it's at the foot of KL Tower, which you can just see in the background there. And this is Hutan Sepan Bukit Nanas. This is one of the very few urban rainforests in the world, and it covers about 95 hectares, and I have no idea how big a hectare is, and it's only open from 8 o'clock in the morning till 1:30 in the afternoon, which is a bit of a shame So it's a forest reserve, lots of plants, lots of wildlife, and the perfect place to just go in and forget about city life. But only in the mornings. It's a shame. Wow, a rainforest in a city. Who would have thought? So I am now going to head back to the hostel, and another reason for staying for an extra day is because it's cheap. It's only £7.50, well, roughly about £7.50 a night to stay there. When you consider some of the hotels that I've been in over the last couple of months have been double that price and nowhere near as good. So tomorrow, a new day, a sober day, and see the hidden gems of the city. But if you've enjoyed this little tour of iconic things within Kuala Lumpur, you got to press the like button. If you want to see stuff that you've never seen before in Kuala Lumpur, then you've got to subscribe, press that bell in the corner, and it'll tell you when the next video will be out. But until next time, I'm off to grab some cheap noodles from 7-Eleven. Bye bye for now.